Hey everyone, and welcome back to another kit review with me, Gavin. It's been a while since I did a video, so I can kind of only really apologise for that. I don't know why really. I've not done much modelling lately, so therefore I've just not felt like I've had much to contribute in terms of putting my own videos up. So I just kind of haven't really, I haven't bothered. I've been working a lot. And on top of working, I'm also trying to finish this bloody PhD. I've got corrections to do still on my thesis, so although I've passed it, it's a conditional pass on me doing the corrections, and that's just taking some time. Which is what I'm doing today. Actually, I've just taken a few minutes out to do this review, and then I've got work later on as well. So I'm getting there, but it's not leaving huge amounts of time for modelling at the moment. But I thought I'd stick this up. I'd film this quick review and put this up as a way of keeping something going on the channel. So, relatively recently, from Tim at Value Kits, for a very good price, I managed to finally get my hands on the Trumpeter 2S19 Russian self-propelled howitzer, which is, I think, one of the most recent kits. I'll not bother going again about the whole, most of you should know by now, and if you don't, then basically I'm trying to collect all the kind of modern self-propelled howitzers. I think in total, including those in the stash and those that I've built, I've got 4 built, and I've got this one. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, so I think in total I've got 9. There's, I think, at least 11 to get, because I don't have either of the Trumpeter 2S3 or 2S1, so I'll get those as well. At some point that'll take me up to 11. I'm not sure, I think that's pretty much all you can get in plastic anyway. Anyway, let's get on. Basically, standard stuff on the box. I'll read it for you. I'll leave it there, but you might not be able to read it. It's basically the 2S19 MSTA-S. It's self-propelled 152mm howitzer, and it's service 1989. Successor for 2S3, but the 2S3 basically still in service. It's based on the T72 hull, but uses the T80 wheels. 2S19 gun crew can load the gun at any angle of elevation. Ammunition, gun loading, laying, and retargeting is highly automated. 8 rounds a minute. That's pretty much it. Yeah. Being a trumpeter box, doesn't have very much else on it. It's got a side profile view there, and a couple of pictures of the full etch sprues, frets, sorry, and that's it. So what I'll do is I'll keep the box over here, but as you can see, it's chock round full of plastic. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the box over here and go through a sprue at a time. So let me find something with which to cut open these plastic bags. So let me see this. Good. So this is sprue, happens to be sprue C. What we've got here is the 2 halves of the gun barrel. I don't know, you pay quite a lot of money for this kit, and it comes with full etch, comes with Indie-Link tracks, and yet the barrel's still split in 2, and that rankles me a little bit. You would have thought with the use of slide mold technology, they can mold the lower hull as one bit, they can mold the turret as one piece. Why can they not mold the barrel as one bit? That rankles me a little bit, especially on such a long barrel. Even the muzzle brake is in 2 bits. I mean, yeah. But anyway, so what else do we have here? We've got the barrel, the lower half of the barrel. Yeah, I don't know whether you'd call that the mantlet, but the the bit the gun sticks into. Muzzle brake. These flat pieces here are part of the kind of air conditioning and venting system that's quite prominent on the roof of the 2S19. And down here we've got some parts for the auto loader at the back, which hangs off the back, and things there. So let's pop that in there. So this is sprue F. More parts for the elevating part, more air ducting possibly, part of the recoil compensators, parts for the turret door, I think, some kind of turret parts here. This bit goes on the front of the hull. For some reason there seems to be quite a prominent kind of V-shaped bit on the front of T-72 hulls. And this is the lower half of the turret, or the floor of the turret maybe. Ejector pin marks are all on the insides, which is good to see, so there's none on the outside. But I mean, going by all the little mount points, on these pieces here, there's going to be a lot of stuff to add on there. Alright, well we're at 6 minutes, let's try and bash through this without it becoming a stupidly long video. Okay, so here we have sprue E, hatch with really nice sort of cross hatching on it there. Nice bolt head detail on these, which I assume must be the final drive part. Some really fine detail on this part here. I'm not entirely sure what that is. These could be the unditching log brackets, possibly. I don't know. And the fenders, which are as one piece, which is quite nice to see. There's a tiny little bit of flash just here. So let's see if you can see this. I don't know if that's in focus. If it's not, I'm sorry. So just along here, there's a little bit of flash, but a quick swipe with a knife will get rid of that. Just seems to be there's a little bit on there, but nothing major at all. Right, what else do we have here? Sprue D. Here we've got the side skirts by the looks of things, which are again molded as one piece. Again, a tiny little bit of flash, but nothing to be worried about. The sprue is actually broken here, which I don't know what those bits are. Some really nice, again, there's really nice bolt head detail on the catches here. Rivets all on the top of here. Some wispy plastic here. This is the spade, I believe, that goes under the bow of the vehicle, allows it to basically dig its own little kind of trench almost. Unditching log, nice texture, but it's got some rough stuff on it there, which is clearly kind of miscast, so that's not great. I'll need a bit of sand down, but then you maybe want to put a slightly rough pattern into it anyway. These are two bags of identical things. These are just the wheels. Let's get one of them out. Just have a quick look. There's 4 identical sprues all round, so I'll just get one of them out. Nice detail on the wheels. The wheels actually have, the tires kind of have these little tires, I don't know if you can see them catching the light, they have all these little lines around the outside. But I believe they're actually meant to be there, so that's quite cool that they've been moulded on. Again, nice crisp. No flash that I can see on these bits, which is nice. shock absorbers here, nice damper look. So that's those. Here we've got basically what looks like 2 sprues of, as Freddie Duarte says, plastic photo etch. Are they identical? Yes, these sprues are identical. They're just back to front. So there's 2 of these. Let's get you in focus. Okay, so we've got storage bins, spare track links, all sorts of tiny little stuff. Lifting eyes, smoke launchers, grab handles, untold tiny things. I have no idea what half of them are, but they're all very small, but also very nicely molded. Actually, there's no flash on this sprue, which is nice to see. Nothing worse than trying to clean flash off tiny little bits of plastic. So, give you an idea. I don't know if sorry if this is not in focus. Trying to focus stuff on an iPad is not always the easiest thing. So as you can see, lots of tiny little parts. Then we've got this big sprue at the bottom. Oh, it would help if I'd had my knife up the right way around. So I don't know what's under here. Let's have a look. Okay, so I don't quite understand why in particular this half of the sprue deserves protection compared to the other, but I'll put it back again anyway. Again, lots of small parts in this sprue. Let's see what we've got here, if we can try and identify any of this. I think a lot of this, we've got hatches here, hatches. This is part of the gun travel lock. We've got the machine gun here and the ammo bin for the machine gun. Tools, spare barrel perhaps by the looks of it. Spade, crowbar, and then I think these parts could well be part of the autoloader that hangs out the back, or just other various parts. Lots of small parts again though. It's going to be fun cutting half of these out of the sprues. Nice detail on the there on the machine gun. Okay, so what else do we have? Oops. Okay, so what are we at? 13 minutes, right? Let's try and last few things. Turret, all molded as one piece, as we can see, and it's a fair size. It says the rear where the autoloader will hang off, I think. Yeah. And then we've got the front here, side hatches. Again, lots of mounting points. So there's going to be lots of stuff to stick onto this, but the detail is there around the hatches and stuff. For example, is nice. No flash on this, which is good to see. No flash, crisply molded. I'll maybe not bother getting these out. This is just a wee bag of the idler wheels and dry sprockets. Dry sprockets are nicely done, and some little parts here. I don't really know what they are yet. I'll find out later on when I start building it. Upper hull. Slight. There's a very slight warp to it, maybe. It seems to bow in the middle a little bit. There's a tiny little bit of kind of, I don't know how you'd say, left to right warp, maybe. But I guess maybe having the fact that it's moulded through the middle maybe helps quite a bit. But again, nice detail. The all moulded nicely on here actually. The detail on the engine louvers and stuff. And here we've got the lower hull molded as one piece. Really nice here. It's a really nice piece. So quick. Yeah, so you can see there's definitely a bit of warp in that upper hull, but a bit of clamp when you glue that down, not a problem. It's going to be a sizable vehicle. Nice touch, you get some actual braided wire for the tow cables rather than string, which is nice touch. From Trumpeter, clear parts. There's not many, I'll not get these out of the bag. There's just a few vision blocks really and your headlights, and that's pretty much it you're getting in there. What's left in the box? Decal sheet is really quite simple. It is literally white numbers and a few markings in the middle there. That's it. Thank you very much at all. Photo etch, we've got 2 frets or 3 frets? 2 I think. So there's quite a bit in this tiny little, lots of tiny little handles here. Storage bin, engine grill covers, these plates all go on the roof. More tiny little handles, that'll be fun. So yeah, bit of photo etch to play with. As with a lot of Trumpeters, modern things, painting and marking guide, so either you get basically an all plain green one, or their sand black and green camo version. I might go with this just because it's kind of cool. I was having a look online, but they only ever seem to paint them green or in this camo. I can't seem to find any pictures of them painted any other way, so this one's nice and easy. It's got literally 2 decals on it, and that is it. So that's that. Instructions, quite a thick booklet actually, so basically there's 25 steps it would seem. Sprue map starts with wheels, lower hull. Yeah, basically building your lower hull up. Quite a lot to go on the lower hull alone though, really. If I'm honest. An awful lot of small parts just to go on that lower hull. That's just all behind the ring gear. Then move on to the upper hull. Fenders. A lot of details go on the fenders. Make the tracks up. Oh, that's what I didn't show you. I'll show you the tracks in just a second. Yeah. Some kind of cool picture, some kind of cool angles here. Half pictures just to show you the area you need to actually be adding stuff, which is kind of cool. And then we obviously move on to the turret. Lots of things going on in the turret. Photo etch. All these air ducting. autoloader here. That's going to be fun to build. I believe it's movable as well, actually, if you're careful. On to building the gun barrel. And that's that. So, the last thing just to have a quick look at is the tracks. Now, these are Indie-Link tracks, but they're not like magic tracks. They're hard plastic. And actually, I've never made magic tracks. I don't know. Are magic tracks hard plastic or are they kind of softish? I don't know. You tell me. Anyway, sprue of Indie-Links and separate guide horns, which will be fun. However, each sprue, so there's 4 of these, each sprue does come with its own little jig for lining the links up at least, which is kind of cool, but we'll see how that. I think the main pain in the arse of these is clean them up. Every single link has 4 sprue attachment points. And the outside ones here are going to be okay to sand off, but these inside ones between the actual links going to be a bit of a pain. But I had that with the T90, the Type 99, the Japanese thing from Trumpeter. Its track links were exactly the same, so. Alright, so that'll do now. Oh, just over 20 minutes, that's quite a long review. So, hopefully you find that interesting. I probably won't be building this for a while. I'm in the middle of working on my Sexton for the DDA group build. It's coming on slowly, very slowly. Once that's done, then yeah, I'll be pulling another modern artillery out off the shelf. So we shall see what that's going to be. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Cheers, bye now.